Cocco Channel and to another Worth It Wednesday. Today, as you can tell from the title, are things that I thought were not worth it. This video is going to be my regrets video. I asked you guys on Snapchat if you would rather have me do the things I regret buying or my empties video, and it was unanimous that you guys wanted me to do a regrets video, which I haven't done, I don't think, since March, I want to say. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I wrote it down, so I'm just going to go in the order that I wrote it. The first thing that I want to talk about is, as you guys can tell, or maybe you can't even tell because I wanted to put some color in my hair, and there's like, I don't know if you guys can even tell that there's like some purple in certain areas. So I did some research. If you guys watch 11th Gorgeous, like a month ago, before they actually like dyed their hair, they've always been like bleach blondes, and they discovered this leave-in conditioner that actually has a tint to it, and if you have like blonde or bleached hair, it'll come out pastel, and it like is also good for your hair because it's a leave-in conditioner. So I did some research and I found the brand called Tinge, and they have tons of different colors. This thing was $18, okay, and you're supposed to put it all over your hair. They recommend not leaving it on more than like 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, leave on for 5 to 15 minutes depending on color, on desired color intensity. And it says not recommended to leave it on longer than that, and it's supposed to last 3 to 5 washes, and it says you don't need gloves, this and that. So number one, you do need gloves, because my hands were stained purple. My husband was like totally making fun of me. He said I look like that, what is her name, Baruka off of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like my hands were bright purple, stained. And then this is all that happened. Now I know that like I wasn't completely bleach blonde, but I did have a lot of bleach at the ends, and so I thought like maybe I would get some up here, but it was mostly going to be like down at the ends, which I wanted, and it only did some of it, which doesn't make any sense at all. It did it more on the top layers, which had the color the least amount of time. So this was just such a waste of money, and it's already like fading, and it's literally the next day and I haven't even washed it. So this was such a waste of money. Okay, next up I want to talk about the NARS Crystal Translucent Crystal Powder, whatever. This was such a regret. So one of my favorite YouTubers is Young, Wild, and Polished. Her name is Nicole. You guys should definitely go check her out. I like her a lot. She definitely isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I really enjoy her, and I think she's really talented with makeup, and what drew me to her were nails, which is how she started her YouTube career. But anyways, she loves the NARS Crystal Powder, and you guys remember I didn't like the Laura Mercier setting powder, translucent setting powder, and so I wanted to give this a try, and it is so stark white. Like I don't even know how they call this translucent. Like it is so bright, like bright white, and you guys can tell like when I use it. I didn't use it today, but also like the sifter is a piece of garbage. It gets everywhere every single time I use it, so this was such a waste for me, and I did buy the big one. I know that they have a pressed one which she started using after the loose one, so maybe that one's a little bit better, but using this for like baking and setting, like it's just way too bright, and that's on me who I'm pretty fair, so that was such a waste. Okay. Next, I have a couple foundations. The first one is by YSL, and this is the Latent Fusion Ink Foundation. This stuff sucks so bad. I'm going to return it because it was way too expensive to just be like, well, I'll just keep it in my collection. Like, it's way too much money for all that. I'm not a fan, and I know that a lot of foundations are like this, but I'm not a fan of the wands or sticks, whatever you want to call it. And it's just not a great coverage. It's very like splotchy. It doesn't blend really well, and I don't know if it's maybe because I have combo skin, but like it doesn't matter if it's in my dry patches or my oily areas. Like it's just not a good foundation. Like I really didn't enjoy this at all, so that was a major fail. And then another foundation that I want to talk about is this Rimmel Stay Matte. I only used this once and I was like, nope, 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 no. I already knew. This stuff is like so thick, and I have like kind of your moussier foundation. Is that a word? Moussier? I have moussey foundations and I don't mind them. Like my holy grail, no joke, my favorite foundation of all time, that is probably the most I've ever used of any foundation, is this CoverGirl Plus Olay CC Cream Tone Rehab blah blah blah. This is a mousse. It's a little bit thicker and it is the best thing that sits on my skin, no joke. I love this foundation so much, and I've had this in favorites videos I think a couple of times, but this is seriously the best foundation because it has like a lotion, not a lotion, like a moisturizer in with it, and so I don't know, it just sits on my skin beautifully. So I have mousse foundations, but this one is like goop. It is horrible, and the reason why I picked it up is because I had a paper coupon, plus it was on coupon on Cartwheel, so I got it really cheap, but it was just not worth it at all. I will definitely be getting rid of this. Okay, I have a eye cream I want to talk about. Miss Nessa, you were asking me about this. This is the Olay Fresh Effects Bright on Schedule Eye Awakening Cream, and so it is a really cool concept. Like it has like the little metal roller balls in there, and you know, a little cream comes out and yada yada, but I don't know what it is about the consistency of it, but it is like almost really greasy, and so I can't use this and put makeup on. Like it would crease so bad, and the fact that it had metal roller balls in it, like I didn't notice a difference with like a little bit of puff, but any metal is going to do that. Like you can just use a cold spoon to depuff, but it didn't help with my dark circles, which is what it's supposed to do. Like it's for brightness, you know what I mean? And it just did not work for me at all, so that I will be getting rid of. I want to talk about, this isn't something that I bought, this is something that I got and I'm just not a fan of personally. Like I didn't do the disclaimer at the beginning. Like these are things that just did not work out for me, so if they did work for you, I'm not like attacking what you love or anything like that. Obviously I wanted all of these items to work and they just didn't, for whether it was my skin tone or skin you know what I mean, oiliness or whatever. I'm not oily, I'm like combo, and also, you know what I mean, like my preferences. So this is something that I got in the BeautyCon box, that one that Bunny did. These are the Garnier Skin Active for oily skin charcoal. So it removes oil and mattifies, and I don't like these at all. Number one, you guys already know why. The scent, it smells like a dude, which sometimes I enjoy, you know what I mean? That didn't come out right. Sometimes that doesn't bother me, like having a men's scent on things, but these just didn't work for me. Like I don't feel like they took off my makeup really well, and I just really prefer my Neutrogena over these. Like I would never buy these again. Oh, not that I bought these specifically, it just happened to come in the box and I used quite a few of them, but now I can put these in my drawer right here in front of me instead of like my skincare drawer, and I use these to take off swatches just because I don't enjoy the way it makes my face feel, if that makes sense. So again, I am combo and they just didn't work for me, and they do say for oily skin, so maybe if you have really oily skin like Bunny, maybe, I don't know, then they would work a little bit better for you, but I just did not enjoy them at all. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is this little guy. I have used this like 3 times now, and this sucks. This is the Tartelette Tease palette, and these colors come off so muddy. Like there is not a good like in between to have like a crease color and then a definition and then like an eyelid color. Like these two are really light, so like obviously that would be like, you know what I mean, like a brow bone, or it's not dark enough to be like a transition, and that's even on me, and I really like lighter colors like this, but this is not a transition color. So then you have these like 2 incredibly darker shades, and then the eyelid shades are also dark, so it just looks so muddy each and every time that I use this. And I did get this in a like kit, I can't remember if it was at Sephora or Ulta. It had like this and like a mascara and like a cleanser or something like that in it. But this Tartelette Tease palette, it was cheap, but it was not worth it at all. I don't like this thing at all, so I'm definitely gonna be getting rid of this. I mean, I only used it 3 times, so I'm thinking maybe I could sell it on my on my page. I could maybe sell it, so I'm definitely gonna get rid of this. Okay, this is probably gonna shock everybody. If you guys know, I'm sure you guys all do, because this blew up way crazy because of Nikki tutorials. The Nivea Post Shave Balm. This does not work for me at all. At all. It does not make my makeup last. Like, I don't notice a difference for this at all. And of course I gave in to the hype about it, and most of the time that pays off, but just for me it didn't. Again, this is like a manly scent, and like I said, it doesn't bother me, but it just, I didn't notice a difference with it at all. And so now I just have like this shave balm, and my husband doesn't use stuff like this, even though he does have to shave every single day for work because he's military. Like, he has to shave every single day, but it just, I don't know. I don't like it. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't knock off my rocker. What? Next is a finishing spray. Ugh. This is from NYX, and this is the matte finish setting spray. This stuff is so watery. The sprayer is absolutely garbage. It's like a, I don't know, like a steady stream instead of like a spritz. Does that make sense? I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this at all. And I'm not like super oily, so probably maybe getting a matte wasn't the best idea, but I do have like oily cheeks, you know what I mean? Like in my T-zone I am oily, and so I don't know. It just didn't work for me at all. I didn't notice it keeping it matte, and it was just, I don't like the spray. It like squirted me in the face. I was like, ugh. Okay, next is these. Can I just tell you what a pain in the butt it was to even get my hands on this? I had to go to Arizona to get the highlighting one. And this one I did find here, but they are so freaking powdery, and everyone was going on and on about how amazing these are. And look at this. Okay, that was literally just putting my finger in it. And look at how much powder kicked up and how much powder is on my hands. Look at this. Do you see that? And it's not even pigmented. Like, I feel like this was garbage. I really do. Like, it was not even worth the whatever it was, like $3.99, $4.99, I don't even remember. And then this one, I don't know. The color on it is just so weird. I was so excited about this. If you guys remember, I like jumped on Snapchat. I was like, look what I got. And again, it is like ultra powdery. It's like incredibly difficult to go between like the stripes, but the all together color kind of sucks. Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. But again, it's just like not that much pigmentation, and it's just so powdery. Like, you can barely even see it, and even with a brush and like putting it on, it just, See, today I'm wearing champagne pop, and it's like pop, pop. This doesn't even have a little, nothing. Hated these. Okay, the next thing is another product of giving in to hype, and Amy is the one I think who told me to get the coconut one, but I got the original Batiste dry shampoo. This stuff is a mess. A mess. Like, even in my hair, like, I could not get rid of that white cast at all. I hated this. This was not worth the $4.79. This stuff was awful on me, and I don't even have like super crazy oily hair or anything like that, you know what I mean? But this stuff sucks. I regret buying this so much. $4.79, and I really wish I had it back. That's how bad it was. Okay, last thing is a brush. This is going back to Sephora store as well. This is the Sephora Pro Press the Pro Press Full Coverage Complexion Brush. This is the number 66. I literally just got this, and so it's in the shape of a teardrop, and it steals everything. Like, it doesn't properly disperse the foundation. Like, if you put the foundation on your face and start to go around, like, it just goes with the brush, so it just follows the brush everywhere. Does that make sense? Like, it just leaves marks everywhere. It does not blend at all. So this baby is going back. I kept the little thingamabob, and it is seriously going back. I hated this thing. It was $30-something that I could have had to spend on something else, but I wanted a new foundation brush. I think I'm seriously just gonna give in and buy the frickin' Oval 8. I'm like done with it. done with it. So that is it. That is the end of my regrets video. I didn't do too bad, 15 minutes. So if you guys enjoy the regret videos, definitely let me know, because I always have them because I'm such a shopaholic and not everything works out. So you guys seem to really enjoy it, and I don't mind doing it and hanging on to everything, but all of this is going either to sale to the garbage or back to the store. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you want me to continue doing them. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco and you are watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!